Welcome to this video series where we will build a no-code clone of ChatGPT. What you see before you right now is not the actual ChatGPT, but the no-code clone that we will actually build in this video series. So we will build a fully functional chatbot just like GPT-3 using Bubble, the no-code platform, as well as OpenAI's API called GPT-3. And we will use the DaVinci model for most of this. Now, it will have a context memory of the chat, just like ChatGPT does, up to a point at least. And we will be able to create new chat messages, new chat channels, and so on. So it's a very nice chat interface way to interact with the AI. And of course, we will just steal the interface from ChatGPT because this is a clone after all. So without further ado, let's go right ahead and build this out. I will take you from zero to hero, and subscribe to this channel to follow along, and I'll see you soon. I made some few changes in my break. One being color behind the avatar here. I changed the icons for the thumbs up and thumbs down. When I do a reaction, the other one is hidden. And what else? We can also delete chats now, or we can not delete them. We can edit like this. Okay, let's delete it. So where we are now is we are right here, and to send we have to do command enter, and that's it. Okay, this is great. What is the next step? And the next step is to integrate with OpenAI to make sure that we can send stuff to the GPT-3 endpoint and get something back and integrate this with the chat window. So let's do that. Go to OpenAI. It's very straightforward to integrate. So just go to the OpenAI playground, click view code, and let's view it in curl. We can see header, model, and some JSON. Now we can just do that inside Bubbles. What we do is we go to plugins, you use the API connector. I've already done this. So expand here, GPT here, I mean GPT-3 completion. Expand this one. So you put the bearer here and your API key in authorization. Content type is application JSON. The endpoint is the endpoint here. And then you can just copy, this part. Let's see, data. D stands for data. This part, you can just copy into the body here of the JSON object. And then anytime you do, like this, you get a dynamic value. So now we can select the prompt, the temperature, and the number of tokens we want. If you want to check more out, just go to the OpenAI documentation or YouTube or Google. This is pretty straightforward once you understand what an API is. So this is already done. Do it for yourself, and also don't forget to allow blank here and uncheck private if you want to change these values when you do the workflow. So that's it. That's how to connect with the OpenAI API. So now let's do a workflow instead. So we have here, let's go to the design and loads. When we send something, blah, blah, blah. Group A is clicked. We create a channel when there is none. And we set some state. What we should do also is, the question is if we should do this on the back end. No, let's do it on the front end. Okay. So we will do GPT-3 completion. The prompt will be actually the message. So step 2, content, the body temperature, let's say 0 for now. Tokens, well, let's say 1500 to start. Okay, we're gonna get some response, and we are going to use that response to create a new chat message. So we're gonna create a new thing, which is a chat message. Here, chat type will be response. Chat content will be what? Result of step 7's choices. The first items text. And what else? We also need to associate it with the channel. So we have to, I guess, change the channel again. Chat channel. So change. What to change? New chat. Step 1 then. Chat channel. Chat message. Add. And then step 8. Let's see. This is probably a bit slow, but let's try. Okay, so new chat. Can you help me write a story about an astronaut in the future? Workflow runs. As you can see, it's a bit slow. It's actually way slow if you compare to ChatGPT. We'll see what we can do with it. So what it does now, it sends this prompt to the API. We get the response. It saves the response as a message. Then it takes that message and adds it to our what's it called? Yeah, chat channel. But as you can see here is the response. So once upon a time we get a story, and immediately we can see that we have some formatting to do, right? This needs to be on the top and so on. So let's fix that right away. But yeah, what we can see is that it works. We have now integrated with OpenAI. I'm wondering if maybe we should right away, for like the UI sense, we should right away create a response and then just add this as a response. So let's see what we can do with that. But first, let's do this group. The layout should be like so. And what was this? We had, why does it look so ugly? Let's see, let's look at this again. API test. I can't spell test. All right, why is this not working like it should be? This, okay, on top. Let's see. Because that didn't do any difference. This is a row for sure. This might actually be better. No. Why? Group chat message. It is a row. Let's see if this changes it. Should. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, test. So when I click enter here now, immediately this is starting to write. Okay. So what do I want? I want a little bit more. I want like maybe 15 actually. 15. Okay, and what else was it? Where did this break down? I don't understand that. It has a max. Let's try again. So let's try new. Hello, what is the capital of Sweden, where I'm from? The capital of Sweden is Stockholm. That is true. Okay, so it seems like we have in the response, there's like empty space here. So we should probably trim the response. Okay, let's do that. Let's also add these 3 workflows to when we also have a channel. So paste and paste and paste. We have some issues because we're gonna see result body prompt is a message. Create a message. The content will be result of this. We're gonna make changes to what? Chat channel. So step 2, we're gonna add step, the latest one, and it's still gonna be a response. Okay, and I also realized that this should only be visible. Let's say this. When parent group's chat message chat types display is response, this is not visible, right? Because we only need, oh, sorry, it is visible for the response. It's not visible, sorry, for the prompt. Because the prompt is it's not something we train. That's just what we write. Okay, this is it. Let's try again. Okay, great. What is the capital of Denmark? It's slow. Why is it slow? It's likely slow because we have so many steps here. It does all the things. First we create a message, then we change that message, then we set focus, then we do the GPT-3. So we should probably also, it's still going, okay, way too slow. Okay, let's see here. Okay, maybe this is faster in Copenhagen. That is true. But what we want to do is what? Create a new message. It's not just this, but it's this. Trimmed. How does that look like? And it's also it's this trimmed. And we are moving these as well. Create a new chat message. Like so, and set state changes. Likely. something like this. Make changes, create new. There we go. Let's try this one now. See where we are at. Hello, tell me a joke, please. Bit better. Hello, tell me, what did the fish say when it did well? Damn. Okay, great. Tell me another one, please. What did the fish say when it did well? Damn. So the same? What is the meaning of life? Okay, so this workflow we need to tighten up. But it works, right? It's just slow. But at this point, we're only sending like unconnected requests to the API. So there's no context. The prompt, there isn't even a prompt more than, you know, this line here. So let's see if we can speed up this workflow a little bit. So let's see if we can move this workflow to the back end. What I want to do is what? I want to create a channel if there is none, create a new message, probably create a new message again. Let's try it. Let's try this. I'm going to create a new message called response. It's going to be empty. Create new message, create new message. Yes, we will add both of them. Okay. What is the meaning of life? Okay, this is good. Now it creates this message right away. So this is empty now. But what we want to do is that we want to, on the back end, create a workflow that that changes this last message from the latest edited channel by this user and add content, and the content is going to be the response of GPT-3 of this question. So let's do a backend workflow. So let's call this new API workflow. Let's call it ChatGPT. ChatGPT. I mean, expose, ignore privacy. Sure. We need a prompt. And I guess that's it. Maybe we need a chat channel also. Chat channel. And this is going to be a chat channel. Okay, let's go back to, where are we? Chat, GPT 1. All right. So what happens? We are here. We are here. Okay, let's do this one. Create a new chat channel. Make changes and so on. And then schedule API workflow. ChatGPT. It's going to be current date time. And now, right now, chat channel is going to be ChatGPT's chat channel. The prompt is going to be what? It's going to be step 2's content, right? Yes. And this is where we're going to put it. Okay, so let's say workflow backend. See if this works. Where are we? ChatGPT. Can you see it? Because I can't. Yeah, there we are. Let's put a color on this one. Let's put a blue on here. So what's gonna happen? We are gonna do a GPT-3 completion. The prompt will be the prompt. The body temp, let's do 0 for now. So 2000 tokens. Then we're gonna do change to a thing, make changes to a thing. What thing? The chat channel. What will we change? We'll change chat messages. And we will actually change a particular chat message even. So what I should have done is here in ChatGPT 1. Let's go back. Sometimes a bit slow to go between backend workflows and front-end workflows. So what I should have passed is not chat channel, but let's see, step 3. This one, result of steps 3, got it to chat message. Okay, and then I go back to the backend workflow. Should have done this first. And this is going to be a chat message. Chat message. Okay, this should likely do it. So thing to change, chat message. What's wrong? Remember to fill out chat message. Okay, chat message will now be first we create, it's going to be the empty one we create, right? So it's this step 3. Step 3. Okay, back to backend workflows. ChatGPT, make changes. Okay, let's try it out. I'm gonna say, hey, can you tell me a funny story, please? And we need some form of loader, so I have no idea. Okay, so still slow. Let's go to ChatGPT. Wait a minute. Did I even... Oh my god, stupid. Didn't even say what we're gonna change. Choices, first item, text. Okay, now we can try it. Write a short story about a astronaut. Send to the backend. The backend workflow, which is sending the prompt to the API. We're getting a response, and we're putting this response on this message. It should be here, but obviously it is not. You see, because it is this we did before. Okay, slow. Why? Why? Okay, so I made just a few changes. So what I changed in the data type here is that I put on the chat message type, I put the chat channel instead. And then I changed in the search here, I searched for chat messages instead, where the chat channel is this page's chat channel, which is a state. And then in the workflow, I can have fewer steps, because now I can just put the chat channel on when I create a message. So what I'm doing is, if there is no channel, like if it's like this, we first create a message channel, then we create a chat message with the prompt, then we create a blank chat message, which is the response, so that it can ultimately right away like be shown here. Then we schedule the API workflow on the backend right away, where we send the prompt and we send the empty chat message. And when that is done, we populate the empty chat message, and we reset inputs and set the focus back to the multi-line input, and then set the state to this channel that we just created. Maybe actually this should be here. Can this be here instead? Set state. Yes, let's do that. And the same here, but we don't create a channel. All right, so let's see where we are right now. What I'm concerned with is the speed, right? What is the capital of France? Paris. Okay, so that's okay. Obviously, you can see we have the wrong order here, so that we are going to change. We also get these double lines, so I'm going to find and replace these double lines. So let's do that first, and that we should do on the back end. Yeah, that's right. Let's go to the backend, ChatGPT, and when we make changes, we do this. We take the text, but we find and replace, and we find and replace double lines with nothing, basically. Let's do it again. What is capital of France? We're gonna roll with the same. So, capital of France. It should give us Paris. Paris, where are you? Why so slow? Did I do anything wrong? Okay, we have Paris now, and it's trimmed. We need some form of loader, and what else? Yeah, the order. The order is a bit messed up. So let's go back to ChatGPT 1. We're getting closer, right? It's all iteration. So this is a front end question. Group C, repeating group. Search for messages, sort by modify date. Descending should be no, right? Am I wrong or am I right? Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's delete these. Okay. Can you please write a short story about a banana in space? And it is working for us on the back end. We should have some form of loader here. Okay, and there's the story. Ideally, we would like the typewriter effect as well. And I see immediately that we also need a line height higher. Let's see what line height the real ChatGPT is rolling with. We are talking 28 pixels. All right, let's see if we can't fix that right away. We are rolling with what? Line space. Can it be 2? Let's see. Not sure how to translate it exactly. Maybe, actually. Something like this. Okay, sure, this was great. Great. Can you write a story about a painter who used AI to paint? Okay, so here we are right away meeting some design limitations, right? This should be visible, and so on and so forth. But let's take one thing at a time. So what was this that we wanted to fix? Loading and typewriting. Okay, let's try typewriting and loading first. So how does the real GPT load? Hello. Okay, so it's just the you are very fast indeed. Thank you for the compliment. Okay. Okay, so let's see where we are currently. Obviously, we got a bunch of things to continue working with, speed being one, and then really getting the context so that we can actually have a sort of a memory in our conversation with the chatbot here. But we're one step closer. So tell me a joke, please, in the style of Larry David. So we create a channel, we send a message, we create a blank message, we send an API workflow or a backend workflow where we send this as a prompt, and then we add response to this message. We're gonna need a loader. We're gonna need to make this a lot quicker. I'm not sure exactly why it is so slow right now. I'll look into it and see what we can do to have it snappy. And yeah, that's basically it. But first of all, I want this joke. Okay, there's the joke. Let's continue.